this space control perhaps, but FPX are not committed with it.
Not quite. Flash to clear with the Dizzy, all combined up. That's going to be the dash active now for Marteen. Using that in the responsive, but there's no go button pressed here for FPX. Keen to just wait this one out on the opposite side of the map. Autumn went poking around, and he managed to catch tomaszy. Good opening here. I mean, it does open up the B side entirely. A repeat from Live. He's got the heal online, but Marteen returns with the kill. Nice trade.
Lysoar didn't buy the orb in this round, so having to use the wall in order to escape there, that means there's going to be no wall placed down over towards B. So Karmine Corp are going to have opportunities to try to deny this plant, though they are players down.
That's true with the paranoia here, FPX. A lot of the sight lines blocked off.
Now look at this, the Omen smokes are lovely for them to take more aggressive positions on site.
Karmine Corp all up towards Kitchen, doubled up here, but just picking and choosing their battles at the right time.
They have no idea.
They have no idea where they're being shot from. Through the grates here, one player left standing, it's Lysoar. We'll see what they can do. Snake bites, at least one connection, but the wall's up in their face. They've got to really just get a move on as well, wrapping all the way around here. Shin sticking the defuse here for the pistol round.
Pick off two from this angle.
I mean, yeah, looking all over the place. Look at it.
Autumn is completely lost.
On us with
and this. And they haven't created too many threats in mid either.
Almost betrayed there by the pony. And it orchestrates kind of exactly where these FPX players are going. Now it really does feel like it's going to be landing into an A hit. Shin.
It's a great timing on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, for the precisely right moment. The rate. Flash over the top. It's going to be going straight through the gap at the top there. Good connection. Marteen willing to take the fight. The transfer damage done, but no kill. In fact, that's all Life here, just leading the charge for the rest of his team. Is there only going to be clean up onto Shin eventually?
Very weak.
12 seconds, and yeah, Life is weak. Pops the ult off. Might be able to get something going with this one. At least needs one more kill for it. Nobody watching. There it is. Healed back up. Needs to get the plan down. 4 seconds. Taps. Taps. Forcing it into the 1v1. It's the only win condition for Life, and time is born.
That ult online. It would be a really large investment early on before you've managed to create a pick for yourself.
Smoke's finally back online now to just cut off sections onto the site. Snake bites and mollies just in case they want to press the advantage and push towards the back of the side. But it's just being held for control here. Karmine Corp happy to play this retake.
A lot of focus being put on that angle where Magnum managed to pick up 2 on the pistol. A weak spot, perhaps.
We'll see now. There's Wingman. That's going to be spotting out a player or two. Berlin. Let's get the initial kill, but not enough to get the follow-up here. But down below the bridge, where's the expectation of it? Narrate, he was dropping down, but not enough bullets in the clip to really finish him off. 3v3 shots. Life regaining the advantage potentially there. It's traded back and forth. It's Narrate versus AAAAY.
The rifle round here, starting to get up towards some big ultimates too. Narrate and Magnum's ults in particular going to be excellent on the retake as Narrate takes first contact and wants to hunt for more.
He's not scared, is he? All the util combined together. Unfortunate for Life there. He will fall just through the smoke as it was propped up. Bloomed and blossomed, but FPX keen to still play this one. Maybe a bit more aggressively as well. Look at the position of some of these players. Berlin taking a peek out towards Kitchen. Expected though. Now you see it. Thrash exchanged. Dropping down onto either side. Detainment potentially there. Looks like it, yeah. Berlin. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And now positioning, being swarmed and approached from every possible angle. Lysoar realizing now that really, now Dizzy wasn't collected over towards B to clear it, so they don't even have that util to clear this angle. Up top though, yeah, crosshair placement. You got to take a gamble if you play in that spot. It could come from 2 different directions, so gambling incorrectly there. Life is the one to capitalize.
Magnum though, still with ultimate. How does FPX deal with that?
They're down with a Wingman, clears out a bit of the site. Now the plan online, but here's the lockdown.
Oh, yeah, denied from even going for that.
They can't go for the plant. Time. They have to fight this one. FPX have to make a call to do so, but now detainment. It's going to be happening anytime soon. This is a round basically done and dusted. Online there with a res. Magnum back into the fight, 3 versus 3, but with time like this, I mean, there's just no chance. You have to kill everybody. It's not there for FPX.
And a complete tactical out. A lot of flashes that he has to dodge here, though. Leah, Dizzy, both broken. Narrate with a pick.
I mean, Narrate just back towards rafters there. Dizzy also returning as well, getting the acknowledgement that there's players there. Now there's 45 seconds left. Could pivot into a different direction if you want to, but FPX looking a bit indecisive. Just a pause in the play. Now the paranoia. Sent flying here, but again, no connections. Marteen towards the back. Trying to go wide here with a dizzy. Narrate is on one, man! He's on one! Almost there for the ace.
And I think it's a really interesting idea, right? This is one of our most one-sided matchups you could possibly see at the tournament on paper. But what does the... Absolutely. Yeah, Magnum said, quote, if I had to rate FPX in terms of macro, I think they have a lot of gaps. And then he said, but it's Valorant. Anyone can lose. Marteen, under pressure, though.
Yeah, dizzy in his face, though. It does fade away. He's just absolutely caught a timing still. Autumn will shut down a counterpart. Damage done, but no kill collected. Smokes at some point surely going to be fading. How are they going to get this spike down? They really don't have any options or tools, but there we go.
That's a huge one.
Yep, a gap available with that op drop down. Autumn picks it up, acquiring that upgrade. Now we can really just see if he can hunt for any more sort of kills. Now this is a player advantage for FPX. Question is now, how do Karmine Corp approach it? Dizzy, round to the back along with the molly. Players all over the place. Thrash to lead the charge. Entertainment there. Shin round to the side, but doesn't expect Berlin, and there it is.
Yeah, of course your IGL Omen has the off. Angel emote.
Now an attempt for them to try and get themselves into the side wall. Definitely impeding them. Dash to the top here. Dizzy in their faces. Everybody not able to see really anything at all, but FPX granted the site now. So plans online for them. A forward position here, playing inside the pit. This is really going to test Karmine Corp once more, especially with Autumn ripping off heads. Towards the back of the site, just really impossible to clear this through. And here it is, momentum on the side of FPX. This is basically a done deal into the round. Look
See where he can find value. And this time, just missing the timing of FPX, who've all gone into B.
Clear and Dizzy all comboed up. Smokes to get himself into the deeper angle. Autumn, he's here this time. Not using that second smoke to block off this one. Autumn, he's got the operator. Aiming to lock this one down. Two potential positions. Shin, he's taking out Berlin. Now Berlin's been playing in that angle all the time, honestly. Most of the time.
Yeah, and it's a spot where Autumn can't actually hold for Berlin to get into position. It's a bit of a freebie there, actually. Karmine Corp giving it. That's decent damage there, actually.
Yeah, diligence being shown with the util to clear through most of this.
KC have a wall to work with, but there's a Thrash on the other side. Marteen, what a peek.
What a return, Ayang goes straight there. And here it is with a spray. Now the heat turned up. That isn't, okay, slow up. Don't think it was intended for that one. Molly's being used, snakebite here close, and there it is actually. That bouncing into that wrong angle. Marteen can't evacuate. Can he stand his ground? Can he hold it down? The answer is no.
And that's probably going to incentivize Narrate to try to make a play here, instead of just playing for the player down retake. We get to see now. Do they trust the system? Do they try to go for the hero play?
Man down here, snakebite forwards, life. Tucking behind the box, out into the open though. Has to just spank on the rest of his teammates. Lovely move from Ayang, Magnum. Nasty stuff, oh my!
In mid and create threats and pressure around a leg.
Oh, it's betrayal. And there it is, sets up Autumn for an easy one.
No possibility of that being rezzed.
It's now being offloaded. Dash towards of Autumn. Top of the box. Just spotting head of Shin. Unable to rip that one off. But Berlin's caught into the mid flank.
And now the ult online. Magnum has that retake ultimate that caused so much pressure for FPX previously.
Could be opting to use this as a really forward backside position. FPX are trying to fight this one. Then they realize at least now that the lockdown is down. But do they have any util to try and fight this one and clear it? Out and through. They don't need util, man. They got guns and weaponry still. Lockdown didn't get broken. 1v2. Plays out a dodge here from FPX. The positioning is going to be known and noted. Narrate. How do you hit that into the 1v1? Wingman. Exactly the partner in crime that you'd want. At least taps out of position, trying to force Life out into the open, but it's a guessing game for Narrate entirely. Doesn't know where he is, and Life playing time immaculately.
Not too many teams trying to fight this area aggressively, but FPX have got a pistol round strat that involves them pushing down mid off the back of this pressure.
Yeah, the Viper Wars.
They've actually abandoned it very early though, Brent.
I mean, the Dizzy, surely you collect the kills. Berlin gets 3.
That's wild.
Get the hell out of here. Dealing with the util single-handedly. I mean, the man was basically alone. And now, how do you clear this one out? Lysoar to the side, lovely peek, off with the Dizzy. The players survived in a prior round here for FPX, so there's not too much danger, but guess what? The Avengers are bloody here. I mean, listen, the amount of players they've got trying to play that forward position, belt not really accounted for. It's a high-low setup. They are really mopping up the rest of these players. An attempt by Life, repositions, but just out into the open. It's all being watched for. cheeky idea. I do respect it.
I love the idea. But FPX take a gamble, shove 4 players in, and KC, that discipline that we wouldn't come into this one as the underdogs.
Half times, maybe enough to try and take it against them. That's a cheeky play.
Cool idea.
All to boost themselves up. Berlin, no. Deals with the trespasser in through mid. And well, there is the follow-up. AAAAY watching it for any sort of passerbys. Only 3 players now left standing for Karmine Corp.
Looks like a read to me that they were expecting Berlin to be playing B. You know, both of those controller players for FPX fighting over B. They baited out Lysoar there, who swung off the back of a paranoia that was extremely optimistic.
They are so damn aggressive, though.
Willing to take the risks, aren't they? I mean, AAAAY has just walked up all the way behind. And all of this in a player advantage situation where you don't need to force fights like this. It's a round winning or losing play, probably, that AAAAY and Life have gone for. Karmine Corp are well and truly trapped here. Though I don't believe they know it yet.
No indicator.
Here.
Contacting together. Opened at the gunplay, can carry them through a round like this one. Looking behind them, but no, not to the side, not expecting a player out towards Yellow. Berlin. Still not cleaned up. Spike though, planted. 2 players though for them. Flash over the top, marteen. How's he doing this?
No way.
No
Very early on. But we'll see.
Yeah,
He
there's
gets
an early
the pick.
pick. Wow, okay. Tomaszy, Thrash. Used to see if they can clear and cleave their way in through B main. AAAAY is open to the window here. Lurk timing could be brutal. Lurk timing could be brutal. Spots the head. Spots the head. Magnum is racing ahead, man. Doesn't want anything to do with this. Look at him. Ducking straight into the floor. Maybe anticipating a repeat, but no, he's backing it away. In the meantime,
Yes.
Res on Life for Shin. He's going to play for this one. Portion of the wall broken, but that's all good.
Yeah, thankfully.
All good.
Thankfully, Autumn wasn't watching that again.
There's only 45 seconds left. Walking their way over towards A. Starting to get a move on, though. What util do they have to try and clear close? They are, I think, quite scared of the prospect that Life could be just in a one and done. Especially when he's playing Reina. Does he see the head just onto belt there? Looks unlikely. Orb in his face.
30 seconds left.
Players approaching rapidly on the position. It's a double face as the orb goes down.
Only 20 seconds left here. No real utility as far as I can see for FPX to deny this one. Magnum is really far behind and has missed the timing.
Yeah, he has, but he's going to be making a call at least for his team here. Over to buy some time. Really wide face by Narrate. Claiming it. He's feeling it, man.
And Berlin goes walkabouts again in this round.
They're just
and they let so many of those advantages slip through their fingers. Here comes AAAAY with the play again.
He's got a flash out in his hand. Still gets 1 kill. Maybe setting up Autumn for a bit of success, but no, everybody cleaned up. Karmine Corp not even kicking with 3 of their players. Just got to try and hunt out where is Life. Healed up now, not letting anything slip. Thrash there, connects, detained. Humiliation time on the ground. To be their aim, tucked to the corner, that's Life, avoiding the initial flash across from the ropes. Not accurate enough to win that fight out, but dismiss in towards the back now. Underneath rafters, plenty more players ready to try and fight him. Target-rich environment. Take your pick, take your time, son, because this is you lighting the world on fire. Live with the...
I mean, he's the only player that's actually able to evade the way that KC are playing, because he can get one, get out, and pick the most awkward timings through all of their utility.
To duelist players, dash still available. Dismiss there if Life gets a kill. Lots of exit strategies, but here we look at this. I mean, they're just holding. 4, it's still Life claims it.
He's on fire. Barely a shred of Narrate poking out. Still manages to catch the headshot. Magnum's 1 away from having a massive ultimate, and they're sneaking around underneath them. Life goes for the re-clear.
It's a dizzy, still, it's traded. Magnum is there. On for the 2 there. AAAAY drops down, dashes there. Marteen finds it. Forwards now. After the lockdown, it's 2v2. This could be it to seal the map. What is going to be the answer from FPX?
Walking out.
Walking out, hoping that they can punish, but no. Just granted the kill. And Berlin, the IGL, it's a 1v2.
Cover going out.
All on the line to keep his team in the map. Paranoia available. Smoke's still there, wants to walk though, doubled up, they're dominating the position. If he chooses to just peek ever so slightly into it, there was going to be a shorty ready and waiting. More smoke used. tap. Force them out into the open. No easy fights, no easy exits. That is to do a little bit more. There's a smoke here. Haunts dealt with, taken care of. TP back with a rendezvous, but well,
by teams like Loud on this map, going to allow KC a really nice C retake.
You can see from Magnum setup here with an nano swarms. I mean, it's just to make sure they can't cross past the wall, buys time for the rotates. See here now, the spike's going to be planted. Nice shot onto the target. The fight into the back of the site. They're not clearing the corner. Half clearance still. Autumn snaps it back around again. They want to really just take the fight in a battle straight to them, FPX. And not messing around. Shin, so much to do. Doubled up, stacked up. They give him a freebie. 3 kills now. But a 1v2 and 17 health to do it.
Almost impossible. He doesn't have very much information about where the others are positioned. And Life, with the Sheriff just watching this smoke.
Just trying to punish that peak. You can hear the shoulder just sticking out of Life. He goes for another one. Now a call is made. Paranoia, Dizzy, everything offloaded all together. Shin is really in dire straits. He needs some help from the rest of his team. Dodging and juking side to side. How does he get the 1 kill eventually? Falling. Backing away here, Narrate realizing he has to respect this one, doesn't want to toss away his life, wants to play for the full retake with the rest of his team now. Plant, potentially denied there, that's a perfect placement of the nade, yeah. And a kill!
I mean, if anyone was going to go down, and I thought it would be Autumn on 30 health, but Lysoar just tanks it. Maybe not hearing that in the moment.
Narrate, despite the fact that he's spamming down, trying to get a second bite of the apple, taking out all of it, leaves it to Berlin. He's just got so much working against him. Berlin, hello. Here's your time to shine. But
the more space that you give them over towards A here, Brent, the more that you're going to allow Ayoung to get set up with the Thrash, push Magnum into uncomfortable positions, and get plants down on A. So this is, despite the fact there's a Killjoy and an Odin playing on the A site, this does look a little weak.
There it is now, Thrash clearing out towards tree. Magnum smart enough to give up the space. Be free gained now. The plant down for Berlin. Unconventional plant spot. Post plant doesn't allow you to play from stairs to really try and spam that one down. It's actually tucked to the corner. Heavy reliance on tree. See if that bites them here. Here's the initiation, the moves in with the judge, eventually shutting down that threat. Marteen can't get anything done, but Karmine Corp still there with the rifles. Off to the side, Autumn inside the smoke. Narrate. Last player left standing.
At the unconventional swing, as Life forced to teleport away. Autumn has not quite cleared Thomas yet.
Yeah, it was broken. It gave the indicator. It gave the indicator for Autumn.
Great movement to be able to escape.
Really heads up as well, knowing that the boombot was cleared. He's expecting it. He's like, okay, potential there, behind the box tucked. First kill for them, so 50 seconds now.
Cover going out.
Making the moves over towards the A site. Magnum is here, ready and waiting with the setup. That's the nanoswarm still. Paranoia goes wide. He's holding an off angle. This is really quite aggressive. And Autumn just offsets the movement ever so slightly enough. Flank around Shin. They weren't expecting that one with the TP, but he's only one man. What can he do? Paranoia glides, TP in face.
No way.
No way. No way. Shin. That's monstrous. And Life, he's nowhere near. Sticking this one through. Where's the defuse bar? Not a clue. Still half on it. Live. Magnum. Tucked here, has the stinger. Too much util, still finds the kill. Just taking the timing as well, knowing they were going to explode into the side, and he backs away, so... Toss away his life for no reason. Plant.
This is going to be difficult, though, for Karmine Corp, because they're going to come back into this against potentially big ultimates, if Autumn or Lysoar are able to get a pick. There are huge ults on the other side. It might have been a good idea to try to stack one of them, the plant.
Yeah, potentially, because Marteen's now going to be coming back in. Nade, rebounding, snake by ults, offloaded. Tomaszy, what a shot, what a shot indeed! The players are toppling here, the rifles matter not. Karmine Corp on display.
There.
I don't know, I sent flying out towards B. Narrate's going to be calming this. You still.
Not a full commitment, though, at all, is it?
No.
It's just supposed to feel fakey.
All over the place here, but really there's not too much behind it. Still, okay, Prowler, peek, Marteen, what? A shot, the quick scope of Life. Shuts that one down, now the showstopper. Or lay it out on top of it. Magnum, he's out of there, vacates it, wants nothing to do with it. Side control going to be gained for them. Fight's being lost all over the place here with tomaszy losing that one. Paranoia swing through, a little bit delayed here, but FPX are the ones that are coming out on top. Kill feed, filling up with red, and that's all they're seeing right now, hunting for the kills. Magnum, lovely shots with the discipline. Shin,
who's there? We were what? That's going to be challenging for KC to deal with.
It depends on the success of these A players. Berlin does have the ult tucked away to reposition to A if they are going to find a kill, but no. Broken wide. Paranoia was sent flying a bit prior here, and they've put players into 4 positions with Lysoar. Could be attempting the backstab.
Weird though, because that means no pit available on site.
Lockdown. Close forwards here with a Thrasher. Want to seek to try and fight this one. Really far back positions. Can they deal with it? Magnum nails it with a detainment. That's 2 players there. They can't actually enter the fight, but really, they've done the damage here with the bodies. Nothing to break this lockdown whatsoever. Life was being pressured onto that position. Once more detainments across the board. Narrate sticking forwards here. Sees half on the board. Magnum really just seeking to delay. He's got his teammates back. AAAAY forcing out the wingman. Horn drops down, rebounds half on it. Really needs to swing wide. Magnum needs to shut it down. Not even necessary. The contact plays online. Re-clearance of rubble is called. Snakebite and a nade combo is excellent, but no players ready to receive. Still, it gives them the space. Haunt really actually catching on to a few of these players. They're lucky to be alive, backing away. Meanwhile, out through B, that's a trade from AAAAY, and even more so.
Oh, that's wild.
He's ripped away Narate's head.
And he's just swinging through an Anaswarm there as well. He's opened the round up so wide for FPX. Looking to try to get another, and he does. AAAAY's been such a beast in this series so far.
Hit drop down, Berlin.
And this is looking like another one where they fake it. Bit of a feint over towards C. Now opening the door, putting pressure on Magnum here.
Pulls out that trap play setup, this wall tucked behind it. Magnum, maybe he could do something about it. Nightfall here, forward sound cues missing, taken away. Plant still online for it. No, he's just spotted. Everybody watching towards the wall, but that is a nasty shot by tomaszy. And through main, able to block that angle up. Actually, might just be through the smoke here. Oh, sound cues. Life is really just going to rely on his aim. Smoke finally blooms and blossoms to cut off these available players, but guess what? That flank of Lysoar is coming in right from the side. tomaszy sticking, half already, has to get off of it, has to get the kills, but not.
That means that they're only going to have 1 smoke. They're going to fight Heaven aggressive with the Viper Wall.
Or again, trying to disrupt this one. FPX cracked open the wall out towards C, trying to double face this one, but they've gotten deep into Heaven. Karmine Corp. There's the second protocol, just leaping, boundless, man. Jumping straight into the face of AAAAY, and he can't withstand that kind of pressure. Interlink now, Paranoia. Sent flying, corners cleared, making sure they're there with the diligence. Nade rebounding, but Magnum holding down the ground, forwards. It's the approach, but again, there's just nothing to deal with this guy. He's just rattling off shots. Left, right, and center, straight from main. Finally smoked off. Berlin diffusing. Half, sticking, hello, gets off of it, but now damage is done. Snakebite tap, they've got to realize this now, surely, with the time cues. Now, Karmine Corp could look to try and go all the way back over towards A. Berlin. He's going to get pushed out into the open. He's going to get pushed out into the open!
I mean, the Berlin moments.
Oh my! Berlin, what are you doing?
They are wild.
Oh no, I can feel it, the danger zone. And it's there. FPX now forced to try and do a lot more. AAAAY out wide into the open. Lysoar, he's found his straggler up onto the opposite side of the map, but really the damage is done. Life has to make a go of it. Wall fades, no one accounting for it. Spike drop down, he's brought this into a 2 versus 2. Definite chances here for him.
Serious opportunity for FPX to be able to recover this. Oh, that's a ton of damage onto Life, though. The Odin spam perfect, but he might have distracted for Lysoar to find a timing.
That would have been the backside. Shinny's just on top of the ropes, man.
That's a bonkers play to go for.
This post plant now gets so much more difficult. Lysoar, how do you cut up these angles? How do you find the right fights? How do you isolate them? He's not even clearing Shin. Tucked up there.
You can't just sit back and allow KC's ults to come at you.
Nightfall. Whole cacophony of util used to try and clear out towards the C site. Even Shin's ult just being offloaded here, so...
Yeah. Looking to try and put pressure on anybody who might be anchoring into the site. They would have been deafened. Shin might have been able to get huge value out of an ultimate there. But they're not overstepping themselves and overreaching. FPX are now going to be in a retake with Life, opping. No ults to work with.
from this lockdown. Precise time to be used here. Ults, util, paranoia, but it really doesn't do enough damage to clear this one out. So FPX forced to run away, tail between their legs.
Yeah, the mosh, the nade, none of it finding value.
Time now becoming an issue. Here comes the approach. Satchel's in, Dizzy's there, but Wingman follows it up, stunned up. Well, cosmetic in nature. FPX still all here now. Shin, last one left. Having a defuse. Oh, time to do it for FPX. Same opener for Karmine Corp. Out towards C now. Lysoar. That is the snake bot going to be using. Wow, okay, just spamming straight through. That's one way to clear the pit. If he didn't get it, at least Marteen with a showstopper might have.
And I say broken the ult cycle, but Marteen being able to enter the showstopper, and tomaszy being able to get the pit online as well. They're fighting tooth and nail for this. Making sure that they don't get pushed into an uncomfortable spot.
Real uncomfortable though is the retake. How do you choose to take this one? The pit blocking off all the avenues out towards Waterfall. Thrash might be the answer here for AAAAY. Berlin can't work his way through that one way. A lot of util being used to try and push them back, but look at how difficult this is. I mean, you're just clearing one section of the ult. Detained. Did catch, I believe, the one. Clearing through. Need the guns, at least with the fight. It's Magnum. Just dominating that one angle. Looks to really just step towards them now when he spots.
Got themselves a round win.
Low setup. Safety, at least for some of the players. Now Swarm got to respect that one. Berlin dropping down. Nightfall now being used to clear. In the midst of all of this chaos, Berlin, man, he was setting up another one-way smoke. Still with the rifle traded. A to B almost, with them opening the door up, but
high-low.
Set everybody out towards C, and the players, they're running away, but they hear it jumping around. Autumn, it's popped off the old high-low setup. Not expecting it. The rate's already there. Dizzy avoided, but no, just catching onto him. 15 seconds left. Has to deal with this player. He's got the spike in his hands. No teammates. Nowhere near at all. He's got to try and force this fight out. The Ray wins it.
There's
8 seconds. He's got to get this plant down. And it's being covered. Surely no spam. He does. An extension into the round.
Monstrous from the Ray. He's 22 and 11 in the map so far, and trying to win this round almost on his own, waiting for the cavalry to arrive.
Horn spotting it, avoiding it. The bullets hailing down onto it, but his head just peeking out and over. No, can't be! No matter what he plays.
Playing like this flex initiator role. Sometimes we'll see him on duelist, and you can see why when you look at this guy's talent.
That makes 3.
So many duels here that weren't fake. All right, so they were aggressive on C. Let's try and push it into A fast.
What is that? Spam through, catch onto Berlin. Didn't stand a chance there. Will they catch the C push yet? Magnum is watching for it, knowing that.
Another duel, though, where Lysoar could have found the timing. And instead, the Karmine Corp player comes out on top, readjusting the aim.
It's fallen to pieces. AAAAY makes a good go of it there. Looks away 2 of them, but not enough to withstand the pressure for the players there. Now, a deep push from Life. He's the last one left. Hold up, rotations, players. Oh, it's a timing game. It's a timing game. Shin's seen the barrel. He's seen the barrel.
Chaining ults, punishing the C defense, reacting correctly to getting knocked into the bottom portion of our Swiss stage.
Face your fear!
Nightfall suspended once more. Prowler connecting, Magnum holding, watching. What is that by Autumn?
Those are amazing.
Hell of a time to come alive. His team definitely needed it, and the kills are just being collapsed upon. Shin has got his ult, picks up the spike, repositions now, but guess what? Berlin might be one step ahead. He's running his way back over towards A, anticipating this kind of reaction. A plant, though, won't be pushed back. So Shin has a chance to close the case entirely. 1v2, AAAAY has the ult, a lot of util. Shin reveals his position, Thrash. No bunny hops online, wide swing and face there. Paranoia repositions out wide to the side. Shot connects, snaps to it, Shin will not fight. Boom, but Prowler, you have to respect it. Rendezvous back now, and here comes the C hit. Pressure there, Marteen. Vulnerable up, there was a nanoswarm at his feet, but now there's a snake bite to try and respond, and a flood defense by FPX is caught. Dizzy missing wide, facing Lysoar. He's got his 2 there. The rate is eager to take the challenge straight to them. He's eager to put an end to the entirety of this series, but a spike has been dropped into the middle of nowhere.
That's the big problem now. Extraction is the name of the game. KC, Magnum's trying to cause some chaos, see if he can pull people away from the C site, threaten some kind of wild lurk, but would they really push through Waterfall here to retrieve the spike? Or is it all a fake?
Subterfuge being thrown into the mix. There's a Haunt to clear the way, but Berlin is back up onto the space, into the angle, an essential kill, but it goes missing. And now Waterfall control is theirs. Autumn is there with a crosshair placement. And White now have to deal with these players. Karmine Corp! It's all down to 1v1. And this is it. Again, continuation of the series, or will it be that slam at dunk? tomaszy wraps it around, 20 seconds left. Spike still not retrieved. tomaszy!